You've decided to take the GMAT exam. Well done. Now it's time to develop a study plan that works for you, that will help you to achieve a high score in a short amount of time. My name is Tayo, and in this video I am going to be sharing with you my 3-month study plan that I used to improve my score from 530 to 700. If that sounds like what you like to watch, keep watching. The very first thing you need to do before you develop a study plan is to do a practice test. I believe you've done that. Do a practice test to determine where your current scoring level is at, because the current scoring level is going to determine whether this plan will work for you or not. After doing that, you want to determine how many hours per day you have to spare. I was studying 4 hours per day every weekday, that is Monday to Friday, and I was doing 10 hours. 10 hours, I know, right? 10. Oh my god. I was doing 10 hours every Saturday, and I took Sundays off. So that was how I managed my time, because I was studying in the middle of a pandemic and I was working from home, so I had full control over my time. So before we go into it, you want to determine what time you have available. Once you've done your practice test, then I'm sure you know what your weak areas are and what your strong areas are. For me, I was strong in verbal actually initially, and I was about average in quant. So that was how I started. So you want to make sure that you have these things down before you implement the study plan. Let's jump into it. Get your biro, your paper, and let's go. So the very first month, what you want to do in that first month is, of course, you're taking your practice test before, you want to focus on fundamentals. So if currently your practice test is about 500 like mine was 530. What that means is that you are very weak on fundamentals. You want to go back to fundamentals. That means you want to go back to the textbook. You want to go back and learn algebra. You want to go back and learn word problems. You want to go back and learn inequality, learn verbs, learn modifiers, learn punctuation marks. You want to go back and learn your idioms, right? So in the very first month, I focused on fundamentals. I went back to the books. I studied again. I began to learn inequality, absolute value. The things that I knew that I was weak on, I went back to the books and I studied it in month 1. When you are studying these fundamentals, you are also taking questions. So most books that you will use at the end of every chapter, they will have chapter questions. What you are aiming for in month 1 is, at the end of every chapter, you want to have 90% accuracy. When you are done with your fundamentals, you want to start solving 500 level questions. 500 level questions. Now, if this sounds weird to you, like what are 500 level questions, that means that you've not seen my video on how I use the GMAT club to increase my GMAT score. That video is going to be linked up here, and the GMAT club was the #1 resource that I use, that I attribute my improvement to any day, anytime. And the point is that the GMAT questions they have different weights. There are easy questions, medium questions, and then hard questions. So on the GMAT club, we call the easy questions 500 level questions. Then we have 600 level questions, and then we have 700 level questions. And the thinking behind this is that if you can solve 500 level questions very well, then right now your GMAT score will be around 500 level. Once you begin to score 600 level questions very well, then your score is around 600 level. That means 650, 670, 680. And once you can score the 700 level questions comfortably, then your GMAT score in total should be able to break above 700. So in the very first month, after you are done with your fundamentals, you want to begin to solve easy questions. You want to begin to solve 500 level questions, and you want to achieve a 90% accuracy on them. Pay attention. Solving questions that's not everything. It's not by how many questions that you solve, it's by the accuracy on that question, and you have to be very disciplined. When you learn about algebra and you solve 500 level algebra questions and you are getting 50% accuracy, you're getting 60% accuracy, you want to be disciplined enough to go back to the fundamentals again and ask yourself, what am I missing? Why don't I know it? What am I missing from here? You want to make sure that you cement your fundamentals. You get 90% accuracy on 500 level questions before you move forward in month 1. As you are studying in month 1, you want to have a jotter, of course, where you jot down the things that you are learning, you jot down formulas, you jot down easy ways to remember stuff. Keep that jotter for month 2. Welcome to month 2. Now, in the second month of your study, you finish the fundamentals. You are confident, with the basic definition. If I ask you for the formula of circumference of a circle, you can remember it. What you also start doing in month 2 is that you want to progress in your practice question taking. You want to start taking 600 level questions now in month 2. Yes, again, the GMAT Club is the resource that I recommend for doing this, because they have broken the question down per topic, per difficulty. You need to check out my GMAT Club video. It's linked up here and it's linked in the description below as well. In month 2, you want to settle on the 600 level questions and you want to solve them. And you want to go step by step. You start from, let's say, quant, and you take algebra, 600 level questions, arithmetics, 600 level questions. You take it a step at a time, And in this place, you want to aim for 80% accuracy on 600 level questions. Now, there are plenty questions and you may get overwhelmed by how many questions should I solve before I move on. What I would say is that you should aim to solve about 50 to 100 questions in a topic area. So if you are reading about algebra, aim to solve 50 to 100 questions. And it sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot, because if you think about it, on the GMAT, it should take you 2 minutes to solve each question. That means that if you're going to solve 100 questions, it will take you 200 minutes, which is less than 4 hours. So that means that in 4 hours, in 1 day of sitting, you can be done with algebra or arithmetic. So for each topic area, algebra, arithmetic, number properties, you want to aim to solve 50 to 100 questions, and you want to aim to get 80% accuracy. As you're solving the question, and you are looking at, I'm not getting this accuracy level, I'm getting 50% of these questions correctly, and all that, right? You want to go back and check, where am I getting it wrong? Is it that I don't know, a formula? Is it that I'm making a silly mistake? Is it that I don't know the fundamentals behind this thing? As I said in my video where I spoke about how to get a high GMAT score, when you are preparing for the GMAT, it's like going to war. You want to measure everything, and including the question that you solved and your accuracy level. I have a video coming up next where I'm going to be talking about how I use a tally system to track my accuracy in the GMAT. Subscribe so you do not miss that video when it comes out. So you want to aim for 80% accuracy, and again, you want to be disciplined enough, and you want to be true to your goals and to yourself enough where you do not move forward until you achieve this accuracy level. This is my proven formula. It has worked for me. People that have recommended it to as well, it has worked for them. When you get this in month 2 and you are solving 600 level questions with 80% accuracy, my friend, you are definitely currently now scoring in 600 level. What you want to do now is you want to take a practice test. At the end of month 2, remember that we took a practice test in the beginning of month 1. At the end of month 2 now, you want to take a practice test and see what your current score is. When you get your current score, you analyze the practice test. I have a video again about analyzing your practice test and how you can get the most out of each question that you solve on the GMAT. You do not want to miss out on these videos that are coming up. Check my channel, check this playlist, and subscribe. Please give this video a like, a thumbs up, if what I'm saying makes sense to you, and if anything I'm saying resonates with you or you disagree with anything I'm saying, please, the comment section is open. Let me know in the comment section below. That's what I was saying. At the end of month 2, take a practice test. Let's see where you're currently scoring. Let's see if you are now better on the weak areas you identified in the beginning of month 1. Let's see if any new weak areas has come up. Welcome to month 3. In month 3, you've taken another practice test. You've seen if you improved on your weak areas. You've seen any new weak areas. What you need to do now in month 3 is that you need to own all your efforts. Concentrate it now. This is the month where you concentrate your efforts because exam is coming soon. Alright? So in this month, identify your weak areas again. So let's say algebra. inequality. Before, you are studying quant and verbal, everything. Now, algebra, inequality, pick the areas in which you are weak and then do what you need to do. So if you need to go back to fundamentals, spend like a day, go back to the book, revise it, right? If you need to solve more further level questions, go back, give yourself 2 hours, 3 hours, quickly get back up to speed. And also this month, you want to focus on 700 level questions. So for me, actually, to be honest, I started solving 700 level questions about 2 weeks before my exam, because I've learned about the GMAT that it's not actually by how many hard questions you can get correctly, is that you don't miss the easy and the medium questions. And month 1 and month 2, we focus all our energies on the easy and the medium questions with 80% accuracy averagely. So that gives us confidence that when we take the GMAT, we are not going to miss the easy and medium questions. So in this 3rd month, you want to hone further into your weak areas and make sure that you get them down. Like, you cannot have a high GMAT score if your weak areas are still scaring you. On the exam day, you don't want to be scared about a question. You don't want to go into the exam hall hoping that inequality will not come out, or hoping that set theory will not come out. You want to be ready for anything the GMAT throws at you on that day. So month 3, hone in to your weak areas and then begin to solve 700 level questions. And here you want to aim for 50% accuracy. At least that's the minimum. You can aim for 90%, you can aim for 100%, that's up to you. But for me, I aim for just 50% accuracy on the 7 level question. I'm a busy professional. I had CFA coming up, I had my full-time job, and I needed to just optimize, do the best I could with the time that I had. In this 3rd month, you want to take a practice test every 2 weeks. So you've taken one in month 2. Every 2 weeks, take another one. I don't have another 2 weeks, take another one. Again, you want to be monitoring yourself. After every practice test, you want to assess, what did I go wrong? What mistake did I make? What mistake did I make? Was I able to last for the whole 4-hour period? How did I feel on the 3rd hour? You want to measure all these things so that nothing blindsides you on exam day. So that's my 3-month study plan. I hope it's easy to follow. Your study plan it rises and falls on your study resources, and it also rises and falls on your discipline level. If you are not disciplined with yourself, if you are not honest with yourself, you can study for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, and you will not get the score that you desire. But I'm trusting that you know what you want, you are keen on getting into business school, and you will do everything in your power to get a high GMAT score. Of course, I'm rooting for you. Thank you very much for watching this video. Again, if you like this video, please, I'm really pleading, support me by giving this video a thumbs up. I'm trying to make money for business school, alright? So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, your family members, everybody that you know that is applying to business school. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.